Hello, welcome to my channel. For those that are new here, welcome. To all of my new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my journey. I want to talk about Jess Hilarious and the Breakfast Club debacle. Okay. A couple of nights ago, she went to her Instagram and crashed out, talked about how she felt like she was being treated on her show. And she's been treated like this, or she's felt something in the air since she's been back off of maternity leave. So, I want to say this first and foremost. When she received this opportunity for Breakfast Club, I want to say she wasn't there for a good couple of months before she either got pregnant or told the workplace that she was pregnant. So she was only there for a couple of months and then she had to go out on maternity leave. In her replacement, she, I guess, had a hand in who was going to replace her or who was going to fill in for her temporarily while she was out on maternity leave, which was the young lady, Lauren LaRosa, who has been doing the job. Now, Lauren LaRosa's background, she's in journalism. I know she came from TMZ, so she's used to being like on the radio, on internet, doing, commentary for different high profile things that are going on in current news, right? That's her thing. She is very thorough. She is very articulate. She is very polished. All of the things, she checks all the boxes to do what they do on the Breakfast Club. Now, when they hired Just Hilarious, in my personal opinion, I think they hired her because of her media following. She had a large media following on the internet. She is a comedian by trade. She does shows, comedy shows. She does skits. She came along that era when um during COVID, I think that's when she actually kind of blew up the most. I mean, she was out there before that, but during COVID, right along with Country Wayne, they were doing their skits. And she's kind of funny, I don't always find her comedic humor very, very, laughable, but she can be funny at times. I also know, or to me, not know, but in my opinion, she has a very thick Baltimore accent. And it is what it is. I'm sorry. She has a very thick Baltimore accent and dialect, and it comes across because it is so heavy that she's not as polished as Lauren. I'm not saying she's not as smart. This is not me dragging Jess for her accent or any of that. Any of that. Let me clear that up right now. But she doesn't come across as polished as Lauren because of that. I think that's me. That's my personal opinion. Can't stress that enough. Because people in the comments are basically comparing the two, and they're basically saying that Jess can't read, but that's not the case. I really feel like it's her pronunciation of certain words, a lot of words that comes across as she can't read. And it's just the way she's pronouncing them. It's not because she doesn't know what they are or can't say them. Because she'll be, look like she's struggling, but that's not it. That's my personal opinion. Could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know what that girl can do, what she can't do. But all I'm saying is she didn't get this far with not being able to read. So don't say that. Okay. We're not going to say that. Now, what I don't agree with is however she may have been feeling, that she brought it to the internet streets. Now, maybe, and I don't know what her thought process was. Maybe she was just, like I said, crashing out. However, I think she would have probably benefit more so is at least bring it up in the workplace with your managers, with your, whoever you report to, off air. Like, we didn't need to be in the know of any of what all that was going on. However, she felt like she needed to take to the internet, I'm thinking, to gain support because there are people that like Jess. even though there's a great number that like Lauren over Jess. I'm saying they don't like Jess, but they like Lauren. They prefer Lauren over her. Now, the first time I actually heard anybody say it out loud, I mean, I never read the comments. I don't even listen to the Breakfast Club that often. It's only if they have certain guests on there that I'm interested in or whatever. But honestly, if it don't come across my feed, I'm not looking for the Breakfast Club. Honestly, I used to back in the day when Angela Yee was on there, not because of Angela Yee, but that was during the time that I was like, I might have been just checking out to see who was on there. I don't even do that anymore. So I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't listen to them. I don't tune in. Not because of anybody there. I still like them. I just don't. Okay. So, but anyway, going back to my original thought. The first time I actually heard someone talk about Just Hilarious in that manner, I was I was perusing the YouTube streets and came across a video. I think it was T.S. Madison and Craig. And Craig made the comment, this is while Jess was out. He basically said that she's good. And he was talking about Lauren. He was like, she's good. That girl is good. They don't need to bring Jess back because she's good. And it was his opinion. He was entitled to it or whatever, but he was very adamant. Like, that girl is good. She's very thorough. She asks the right questions, whatever. And I guess he made it seem like when Jess is there, she doesn't really um add much value. And I have to say that when Jess had her own segment, like she took to YouTube and she always had Jess for the Mess. And whatever was in the headline, she would talk about it and give her commentary on it. But she would always put a comedic flair on it, right? And I'm thinking she didn't think that Lauren could take her place because by trade, Lauren's not a comedian. You know what I'm saying? That's not what her thing is. So I'm assuming that's why Jess picked her. And she didn't think that she would run into any of this. But anywho, she crashed out. She said all this stuff. She said that the workplace feels like a high school. I mean, I guess she's trying to allude that they are childish around there. Blatant stuff is happening right in front of her. Like they'll have her introduce her segment, but then Lauren does it, which makes no sense. And I agree with her on that. Lauren should have her own segment. Like, why would you give her Just for the Mess? Like, if Just for the Mess needs to make a comedic commentary about whatever's going on, let her do that. But if there's a space for a fourth person, give her her own segment. Like, what's her name? Charlamagne the God does Donkey for the Day. I don't know what Envy does. I guess he just chimes in on anybody because I don't know what his segment is. But I guess he'll bring up certain things. But give her her own segment. Like she could be like on the ground, like when she went to go see Wendy and tried to get in to see her or whatever. She could do stuff like that. You know what I mean? She could potentially have her own segment, but just saying that they're coming to her like they're trying to replace her. Like that's what the writing on the wall looks like to her right now. Anyway, also, I'm thinking that she quit because stuff online is saying that she's crashing out. She's talking about Breakfast Club. She's talking about how they've been treating her. They're playing in her face. And then she went to work the next day. Like she was on there talking about it. And they addressed it. Like, why did you go online and say that? Like, and Envy sounded like he was upset. Like, we talked about this. Like, what are you, why are you going online talking about this? Why are you getting into the comments? Why are you taking things so personal? People will drag you for filth in those comments. People on YouTube, regular YouTubers like myself, will get dragged in the comments. Oh, you don't need to do this. You're bad at this and this and that. Okay, let me be bad, but as long as I can do it and practice makes perfect, I will get better. People have told me this is not your thing. You need to just let this go. If I listen to them, I would be like, okay, well, let me just pack up my little stuff and, go on about my business. But no, I don't let anybody dictate what they think I'm good at or won't be good at ever. You know what I'm saying? And she, meaning Jess, was getting in her feelings. And people are cruel. People will say whatever. And it's going to be people that like Lauren over her because of the way she delivers the news. No, she's not a comedian and she doesn't try to be funny, but she delivers the news. She gives us the facts. People want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? If she still wants to do her commentary and be the comedic part, she could probably still do that. It's just a way they have to design how that looks, how that how that feels. Like Lauren could talk about, well, this is that, this is that, and this and that, give you all the facts or whatever, and then, and this is just my opinion, I don't know, maybe she doesn't like that either, but then, Jess could come in behind her and say, and give her comedic take on whatever she just laid out. So, I mean, they could work together. It's there. But, I just don't feel like it was right for her to come to the YouTube streets. And like I said, I don't know what her logic was behind that. Was she trying to get support? I don't know. But I don't know if she got the attention because everybody's talking about it. So was this what she wanted? She had to have had to bring it to light. Like, this is what they doing. This is what they doing. This is what they doing to me. This is how they treat me. So I guess if by chance y'all see that I'm out the door and you still see Lauren still sitting there and she's in my seat, this is why. I feel like that's why she's come and let us know this. So she must have saw the writing on the wall or see the writing on the wall. Her contract must be ready to be up, and she don't think that she is going to be able to, stay on board. So after she expressed herself, then Lauren took to, they brought her out actually, and let's listen to what she has to say.
I think at this moment, because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together, so we gotta figure this out. And it's not everything's not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like, what part did you think? Yeah, what part? Because like, one, it's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you. I heard a lot that you didn't say to me. Okay, so what part did I not say to you? Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right? Yeah, I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. Is crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up? Okay, right? but I didn't. None of that was said. You didn't say anything about that. And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a I think at this moment, because it do better as a producer. What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not gonna play well for either one of us. I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying that. And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room or EP to have I never ever heard that. Because you've pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen. I have said, hush, shut up. Like, yo, you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing that. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush. My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown ass woman. And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. But right after when you say you do better as a producer. Nobody tell me that. Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you. Okay. Ever. And did I not? Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm going to handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation because we grown. And regardless, you don't got to love me. You don't got to like me, but we here together. I'm here. And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves mess. Yes, you are here. And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit women against each other. And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended. Regardless of that's no. I'm not sitting here like you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. That's not. Well, that's first and foremost. Let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever, but yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job, great, she's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment. Push for that.
I think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know
no, because the way that I
So I don't know why Charlamagne needed to keep chiming in. Them two were having a nice conversation between the two of them. He did not need to intervene and give his commentary on what they were talking about. He just want to be in everything. Okay.
But that's what it is. And that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing about it. Y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not doing that. I don't like you, or I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay. I came up here and said I don't suck no pee-pee. That's true.
That's different now. Come on. The last time I attempted to do that, Jess, it went so bad that I said I wasn't gonna do it again. To do what? I don't dislike you. You don't dislike me. The day you came back. The day you came back, that's what my intentions was. And we talked about that was the way when I did come back, Lauren, you have to admit that ish was crazy. The way we had a setup, we had something going, we had a whole nother plan. It went left. You came in here and it's like you did something totally different. And then the first thing that you spoke to was the things in the comments.
The internet has created a narrative. I feel like we're having a behind the scenes meeting on air, which is kind of cool, but let's go to commercial or something and then come back.
Well, the whole thing is we need a resolution, bro. We'll take some phone calls, but like I'm resolution based and not argument based. So let's resolve this.
You're the number one beige raised person. You ain't never came up with a resolution, raised in your life. Cut it out.
Well, I just want to say, Jess, what you feeling, we feel it together. And when the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you.
What was the other thing? You don't want to
the academics thing. And I want you to know, I responded
to me. It's just
I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't feel like I had to, but I did. But I called you about it.
The comments. Stop listening to the comments.
Let me talk.
In real life, we love everybody. Y'all love each other. This can work.
It will work. It will work. What because this is
what I'm saying. Don't let it.
I'm joking. From making it a topic, and that was the problem because we're talking about.
I feel like.
But sometimes this might have to happen, and it's happening with love because when I saw Jess crying, I came in here because I care about you. Have to be okay for all of this to be okay. And I'm a producer at the end of the day. You my talent, we gonna be straight. Everything's gonna be fine.
Let's take some calls.
It'll work, but sometimes this might have to happen in this.
Okay, so she's the producer, okay, and Jess is her talent. So, all right, so she's actually outranks Jess. So, I don't know. What y'all think about that? I think this was done to lean in, to look at the drama that we're having. They ain't got nothing else to talk about. Obviously, they don't have no guests up here. They ain't nothing else to talk about. So let's talk about us. Let's talk about our dysfunctional workplace. I don't know. Anyway, tell me what y'all think. Leave something in the comments. Don't drag me. All right. Please like, share, and subscribe. And with that being said, peace.